Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not going to rap. I'm sorry. But it's a nice little track. I do like the beat. It's kind of catchy. We're getting ready for the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. My rapper stock is down, but hopefully if you're investing, your stock is up right now. I can tell you that pre-market trading not looking so hot. As you can see, most of our board is in the red at the moment, but hopefully that will change when we take you to the New York Stock Exchange for the opening bell here in short order. First, though, let's get you over to David. David, good morning.
Wait, T-Bates, good morning. But let me just say, behind the scenes, I like to kind of break the fourth wall sometimes. Behind the scenes, this was you as that bump music was going. You're like, mm-hmm. You're like, yeah.
I like this.
Oh, come on. Come on. Here we go. Let's go. I believe this is where you get jiggy with it, if I'm not mistaken.
That was a little too 1991 for me, getting jiggy with it. I'm sure the kids have a different term these days, but I will just leave it at that and not embarrass you or me.
You were coming in hot. We need to get Lecrae on the show. Let's get Lecrae. All right. Sounds good. Time now for our, I don't know how I'm going to make this transition, but our daily dose of dollars and common sense with American Sunrise early edition host and rapper, by the way, the guy behind Jake's Takes Substack. That'd be Jake Novak. Jake, I understand you do rap in your spare time, and I don't mean aluminum foil. Is that correct, Jake?
I rap in Aramaic. And, there's three people who understand it. It's pretty hot. A lot of N and E sounds. Yeah.
I had no idea there were Aramaic rappers out there.
It's easy to rap in Aramaic because every plural word ends in the same suffix. So, it's not even hard.
Okay, you have gone way more than I'd never even thought about suffixes in Aramaic. Okay. All right, let's move on to something else, Jake. The masters of the universe are back on Wall Street? Wait a minute, it's Bonfire of the Vanities all over again? I mean, get out the hair gel and the suspenders. What's going on, Jake Novak? Good morning, by the way.
That's right, and the power tie. Just a few months ago, the big brokerage firms and banks on Wall Street were talking about more layoffs. Woe is them. Now it's all hot again because mergers and acquisitions, those investment bankers out there, they're hot again, and IPOs are hot again. And so places like Goldman Sachs that were already with a second round of layoffs for the second part of this year, that's not only been canceled, they're now hiring people. All the big banks, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan Chase, they're looking to expand their banking because there's a lot of M&A going on, buying and selling of companies. So it's all hot. So here we go again with the old Wall Street stuff. We'll see if that trickles down to Main Street at some point. But again, they call them the masters of the universe. They're back on top. We'll see how long that lasts.
You're such a master when it comes to business lingo. I like how you call it M&A. The old mergers and acquisitions. No, you just go M&A. That's impressive. Okay. So, Jake, you keep saying we need the real estate market to perk up to really get this economy going. So is there some good news on that front? Please tell me there is, or are you going to depress me?
No, there is. New home sales, which, by the way, that's a small part of the market. When I mean new homes, I mean literal new homes, new construction. It's not a huge part of the market. Most people buy a home from someone who lived in it before. But I don't know, why don't they call it used homes like they call it used cars? I don't know. But anyway, but that still is an encouraging number. In August, new construction home sales were up 20%. That's a big number for a month. And that almost always bleeds into the rest of the housing market. So that was very encouraging. We saw that in August when mortgage rates were actually higher than they are now. So I've got a feeling that the fall, which is the second hottest time of the year for home sales, the hottest time is in the spring when kids are starting to get out of school and people are thinking about getting them into a new school for the following school year. But the fall's pretty big too, and I'm hoping that this fall, the weeks that we're in right now, we'll see a spike in home sales. That's what we really need in America.
No, there's no doubt about that. All right, finally, the Corleone family. I'm sorry, the NFL. I easily get confused. The NFL wants to renegotiate its deals with the TV networks and streaming channels. So I'm going to guess that the NFL ain't going to be offering any discounts anytime soon. Jake.
Now, Roger Goodell is a straight-up gangster, David, and here's what he's doing. First of all, look, the NFL's hotter than ever. I know a couple of years ago people were talking about walking away of the NFL because of the kneeling during the anthem and all that kind of stuff. Look, folks, a lot of talk, no action. Some of you watching may have followed through, but most of you didn't. The NFL is so hot right now. So that's one reason why he wants to renegotiate now, even though they were supposed to wait another 2 years, David. But there's another reason. You mentioned the streamers. There's not going to be as many streaming channels in 2 years as there are now. There's going to be consolidation. This is long overdue, by the way. We shouldn't have so many streamers out there. Not enough of them are making it. So before that happens, Goodell wants to get them all at the table bidding against each other, because in a few months, or at least a year, one or two of them is going to fold into another. So he is a gangster. He knows to do this now while the NFL is still hot. The season's starting strong for them ratings-wise. And before one or two of those streamers goes away, this guy knows how to milk every penny out of this product, and he's doing it again.
How long has he been the commissioner? It's been forever, right? I mean, it's been a long time. It's got to be
I mean, it's almost 20 years. And if you had asked me 10 years ago if he was going to survive, remember after all the domestic violence stuff that they were covering up in the NFL, I would have said no. But sure, and you know, he had his wife, who was a host on Fox, pretending to be a supporter of his online, and he had her typing. I thought, boy, this guy's on his way out. Boy, was I wrong. Roger Goodell is a gangster. They're going to have to pry him out of that job. He ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, Pierce, by the way, our great producer, says 19 years. Roger Goodell.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't know
it was
Roger
so
Goodell's. Yeah, you were very good, very good. You were over though. Sorry, Price is Right. You lose, Jake. No, just kidding. By the way, Jake, 20 seconds. The Jets this weekend, they're one of 5 teams that are undefeated on the losing side, which means they haven't won a game. Are they going to win, Jake? You got 15 seconds.
No, they're
Jake,
not going to win,
stop.
and that's why I said this season makes me feel good. I had no expectations for this team, and it's so much easier to go into the season that way. That's all I can say.
All right, me, we're long-suffering Jet fans. They literally are called gangrene for a reason. They're a disease. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Time for Tea in Denver, the opening bell, sponsored by AMAC.
The Association of Mature American Citizens is the conservative voice for Americans 50 and older. AMAC is fighting for the values that you hold dear. Join today. Together, we can write the course of America.
Not such a hot start to trading today. We're going to hear the applause here momentarily. In fact, there it is. Looks like South Korea. That's the South Korean flag there. They are at the podium. The applause is underway, which means the bell is just moments away from ringing, and then we'll get a sense of how the markets are actually shaping up for this Thursday of trading. I can tell you that pre-market trading wasn't looking so hot. So now that the markets are officially open, you hear the opening bell. Let's take a look. And it's pretty much the same story. The Dow, S&P 500, and the Nasdaq all remaining in the red, down slightly, but still down. Hopefully, there will be a resurgence here over the next several hours, particularly if you're investing, and things will look a lot better. The bottom half of our screen looking a little bit better, with crude oil being the outlier, also in the red at the moment. So here's a question for you. Do you owe back taxes? Are your tax returns still unfiled? Did you forget to file for an extension? Well, the October 15th deadline, well, that's long gone. And of course, time is continuing to run out if you still haven't filed yet, or you filed for an extension. In fact, hopefully by now you've gathered all of your documents or made any estimated payments that you could soon be targeted by the IRS for. They can garnish your wages, they can freeze your bank accounts, or they can even seize your property. But there's help out there. Tax Network USA, which is a nationwide tax firm, has helped taxpayers save over $1 billion in tax debt. They've also filed hundreds of thousands of tax returns and assisted thousands of people in reducing their tax burdens, and they can help you out as well. Don't wait. Visit tnusa.com/RAV or call 800-905-8000 for a 100% free consultation. In one short phone call, the experts at Tax Network USA will guide you through some simple questions to determine how much you can save. So take action now before it's too late, and visit tnusa.com/RAV or call 800-905-8000. Well, coming up, RFK Jr. plans to make America healthy again. In moments, we're headed to Washington for a preview of today's event focusing on your health and the health of your family. The details when American Sunrise returns.